Hey, Rich.
We the people.
All right.
Hey, and we don't understand all those people saying anarchist, anarchist, anarchist. It's not anarchist to plant vegetables. There's nothing anarchist about.
Do you have any comments about the
Yes.
boxes?
Well, I just want to say I'm so grateful to see that we are in the forefront of showing how important it is to deal with raising food, growing food, beginning the process of showing the people that this is where it begins. We are a living example after 34 days of what it takes in order to be prosperous, progressive. That's what Occupy is, a progressive movement. And so we're displaying that here today after 34 days. And there's so much more.
To answer the question somebody asked about why not just do it in the cornfields, I think the cornfield would be a great place. We were going to make a garden there anyways. But the fact that we were doing it and then they came and told us not to do it, and they couldn't give a reason why we can't do it, it's if we cave in to this, and I know this is a big weekend and some people may think this garden is a distraction, but what better thing for them to be upset about? You know, it makes no sense for them to be upset at a garden. And we should not be pushed around, and we should not be bullied. The powerless people hold the powerful people up, and they know that. And it really is time for the people to take the power back, even if it's saying we have a right to plant a tomato. I mean, we're not doing anything wrong. We're not hurting people. We're not killing people. We're not doing something wrong. So this shouldn't even be brought up for discussion. It's completely, 100%, absolutely ridiculous. Should not even be an issue. They're just trying to press us and keep the pressure on us, and it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit.
Do you consider the portable gardens as an act of civil disobedience?
Well, I mean, it is. If they say don't do it, and then we do it, we are disobeying. What better thing to disobey than grow a plant? I mean, one day I was stressed out. I had a clothing store, and I went outside and I got in the tree, and the cop told me to get out of the tree. I said, why? Don't I have a right just as a human to sit in this tree? I was like 5 feet off the ground. And he said, the city owns that tree. And, you know, in 1854, the United States government offered the Native Americans $150,000 for 2.2 million acres of land. They said, this offer makes no sense to us. How can you buy and sell the sky, the freshness of the air? We don't own it. If we don't own it, how can you buy it from us? And they're trying to tell us what to do with things that are human rights. We have the right to grow a tomato if we want. We should not have to go. And we're not saying we're going to feed everybody from this, but we're going to, just like we're teaching people here about solar energy, just like in New York when they got their generators taken away and they hooked up a battery to a bicycle and they're creating energy with that. We're shoving the paradoxes in their face. We're shoving the hypocrisy in their face. We're exposing the system for what it is. That we can grow food, we can catch rainwater, we can create free energy, etc., etc., etc. And even if it's a symbol, it's a stupid thing for them to tell us that we can't do when, you know. And they said they're not going to move us out over it, but they're going to use it as part of a larger discussion. So, the larger discussion is strings hanging on the trees, the garden, drugs and alcohol. But we know, and we have valid sources, and the story has come out that Occupy Wall Street, the NYPD, is scooping up drunk homeless people from other parks and telling them, take it to Zuccotti. This is a tactic that they're using in Nebraska. They had problems in Nebraska. And, in Nashville, in Tennessee. And the police said that they do not have the resources to babysit us. The judge in Nashville said that is bullshit. You sent 2 days in a row, 75 troopers out to their camp to shut them down. Don't tell me you don't have the resources. So even if they try to do stuff, I'm sure we could get the ACLU and we could come back really strong on them, you know. I don't think we should be afraid. I do not think we should be afraid. I'm all for having a garden in the cornfields, but the fact that they're telling us no, it's like what you resist will persist. And they're giving us something now. They're giving us an issue that we can all unite in favor of. And it's actually it's something that could build solidarity in this camp and bring us to have unity. So I think it's a mistake on their part. What they did today, they messed up, and we hold all the cards in our hand, and we're showing an ace. So.